Hey, what is up, you guys? This is Silver Fang, and today I'm back with another video. And today I'm going to be covering Feitai Redline chapters 901 and 902. Well, not 902, 9.1 and 9.2. So, last chapter that we did, it was pretty interesting. So, we find out that there actually is an alliance between, I think it's one of the generals or the captain of the Japanese army with a commander or captain of the opposing army. And I did not expect that. For a second there, I thought that the guy was Izo's master, but I forgot that the last panel of the last page of the Izo versus Okita fight, there was this girl, and that's his master. But there seems to be working together, so it's like they both want the war to continue. So I'm assuming this is happening on both sides, but I think they're taking out all the people in power that want to stop the war on both sides. So that's actually kind of crazy because I figure that they think it's like the chaos from the war is gonna help them in the ensuing battle, and it kind of makes sense in a way because they are in command of whole armies right now. So those armies might come in handy in the Grail War as long as they can use them. So they need the war to continue in order to have access to the army, and that army is gonna help them individually try to win that the Grail War. Now, my question is, how long is this alliance gonna last? Because they're both on opposing sides, not just in the Grail War, but also in the actual war. So I'm wondering, how long is this alliance gonna last? We also found out that the captain dude, he's actually Berserker's master. And I'm curious to see who the Berserker for this Grail War is going to be. From what I saw, it looked like some sort of freaking robot. So I'm curious. Like either is a robot or it's wearing like super heavy armor. Either way, I'm curious to see who this Berserker is going to be. So, with that being said, let's jump into the chapter. Let's see what we get this week. All right. Oh, look at that. There's Berserker Heracles making his cameo. I'm assuming that's just that they're probably just going to show uh, or talk about what a berserker actually is, and that's why he's here. A few weeks before the Holy Grail War began, the Imperial Army's 4th Magecraft Division. Yeah, that's right. This guy is the leader of the Magecraft Division. That's right. I forgot about that. Because we kind of saw him. Oh, and by the way, this dude, he's not just in control of Berserker, but he also has control of the girl that commands Archer, which in this case is Oda. So that's actually pretty freaking interesting. This is gonna be it's gonna be rough. They have an alliance of 3 powerful ass servants. So my boy Kanata and Okita are not looking so hot right now. The Berserker, thanks to the unique madness enhancement skill, they are capable of becoming the strongest and the most brutal of the 7 classes. However, a normal Magus would be unable to control them even with command seals. Wow. Because of this, and because of the Third Reich's wishes for you to summon Berserker, we have prepared this for you. Wait, Wait. Hold on. So they actually wait. So they were in an alliance before the Great War began. Whoa. However, a normal Magus would be unable to control them even with command seals. Because of this, and because of the Third Reich's wishes for you to summon Berserker, we have prepared this for you. Wow, so that's even before the war began. That's crazy. I was not expecting that. Uh don't know if I'm actually correct now, but I think Berserker is a Japanese servant, like every other servant, so far. Maybe. It wouldn't be. Well, thinking about it, like, you kind of, like, it's easier to find a catalyst of your own country in your country. So it makes sense that most Great Wars, unless, like, you send, like, scour the globe for a certain catalyst, it makes sense that if there's a Great War, the servants that are summoned should be usually from that country. It makes sense. Wait, what? What is this? A freaking Megazord? The IV type heroic spirit restraining device. Oh, gotcha. It's like armor that the Berserker's gonna wear so that he can command it. That's interesting. If you equip your servant with this, you will be able to control Berserker's powers however you wish. That's crazy, dude. I mean, he is the the science division's commander, so I will also lend you my assassin. How about I knew it, dude. There you go. I freaking knew he was controlling assassin. It makes sense. It made so much sense. Last chapter, I was like, wait, is he Assassin's master? What the hell is going on here? He was controlling him. Uh, call that. I called that. I called that. Will the Third Reich and the Japanese Empire from form a new alliance for the Holy Grail War? Very well. I shall secure a hiding place for you within the imperial capital. But why would you hand over something like this to me? Those with power will always gain more power. Isn't that obvious, Major? Oh wow, that's a dope ass panel. Yo, look at this. That's a dope ass panel. Look at that. That's a great panel. That's nice. That's nice. Now that I think about it, isn't every single hold up. Now that I think about it, isn't every single servant in this war supercharged by their fame in the home? Somewhat. I mean, it depends how. That all depends on how famous they are. Like I will think that uh Okita, she's pretty famous. Well, not her, but her division. So famous, in fact, that um, anyone that sees her uniform immediately knows who she is. So I guess, but it all depends on how famous they actually are. Uh, uh, Theoretically speaking, that should be the case. Like theoretically, that should be the case that they're all being boosted at this time. But honestly, that's a very obscure detail, and it all depends on whether the people that were writing the actual manga took that into account. But theoretically, yes, they should all or most of them be getting boosted by the territory that they're in. But again, all depends on the writers. I must apologize for what our Archer did back in the train. She's not aware of our alliance after all. I understand, Major Magatsu. Magatsu. Yo, isn't it funny that the Shinji lookalike always gets lent a servant like every single time? I don't know, like that's kind of weird. He always finds somebody to lend him a servant. We recover an armor and we believe to have belonged to one of your servants. Should we dispose of it, Major Raider? Please do. It belonged to a prototype we brought over here, but it still pales in comparison to the real servant? A prototype of a servant? What does that even mean? I'm honestly amazed that the Third Reich's magecraft's weapons, but sadly, even 100 of those would be nothing more than a pushover. I appreciate the thought, but I simply cannot stand the smell of smoke. Ha ha ha. I suppose smoking is too much for a woman. Please give this to the colonel for me. And here Izo is just listening to this whole thing. So I'm wondering, so is Izo gonna be under Shinji from now on? And yeah, I'm gonna just keep calling this guy Shinji. How did the fight against Saber go? Archer spiritual core was slightly damaged, but it seems she's already recovered. The Demon King of the Sixth Heaven, Oda Nobunaga. I suppose we should expect no less from the hero who unified Japan. More accurately, tried to unify Japan. The major uh, the major raider, her tyranny went so far that she ended up betrayed and killed by one of her own men. That thing just didn't have what it takes to rule over others. I don't remember Oda's story that well. Um, I should look that up. Uh, Theory time. I think Berserker's armor isn't done by technology or magecraft of their time, but by the caster servant we haven't seen yet. Well, well, that would imply that the armor, well, that the caster servant is on the Third Reich side, unless they stole it, which I doubt it. So th- that would put what, four servants in an alliance together? Hopefully, that's not the case. Interesting thought, though. Uh, but it's definitely one of the most extraordinary heroic spirits to summon in Japan. So you see, like somebody like Nobu should definitely be getting a super huge fame boost right now. If everything goes well, we should be able to obtain the Grail. And I think he was hinting at that, so maybe yeah, that is being taken into account. Or rather, We should already have obtained it. After all, that thing was the winner of the previous Holy Grail War. Oh shoot! What? Hold on, let me read that again. If everything goes well, we should be able to obtain the Grail, or rather, we should already have obtained it. After all, that thing, meaning Nobu, was the winner of the previous Holy Grail War. That's crazy. So Nobu already won a Grail War. Oh, that's actually pretty freaking interesting. Because that means that she should have already had her wish granted. It's weird. It's a little weird. Which means that now she might not have any desire for the Grail, and she might just be here to help Japan win the actual war. Maybe. Which, if she doesn't have any desires for the Grail, and I don't think her master has any desires for the Grail, which will make it easier for them to switch sides, because at some point Nobu's gonna be tight that this dude is in an alliance with the opposing side, and her master is already having problems with Shinji. So it would make it super easy. Like, as soon as they find out of this alliance, it would make it super easy for them to be like, yeah, we're switching sides, and hopefully join Okita and Kanata for a while. Maybe. Because right now, our boys are looking in they're in really bad shape right now. The victory for Japan. Originally, the army should have had that wish granted during the last war. Are you implying that Archer was involved in the disappearance of the Holy Grail 2 years ago? Oh, wait, they had a Holy Grail just 2 years ago? There's no proof, but why are they having a Grail War so soon after? That's weird. So, is Noble the previous archer in the last war like Gilgamesh? Or is she new Noble with no memory? Well, normally servants do remember everything that happens. So, it's uh, whether she's a new, like whether she was resummoned or not shouldn't matter. But it says like the last Grail war the last Grail disappear, which is interesting. So that probably means that no wish was granted, which might be why the Grail appeared so soon, because no energy was used. Maybe that could make that makes sense, right? So no energy was used in the last war, which would make sense as to why the Grail appeared only 2 years later. Remember, the Grail is only supposed to appear like every 60 years. But since no energy was used, it might make sense as to why it reappears so soon after. I think that makes sense. Seeing as Japan and the Third Reich's victory is impossible without the Grail, we cannot afford to let Archer have it. She's not to be trusted. We will have to wait for an opportunity and get rid of her. Will you have her commit suicide with the command seal? I wonder if that will even work. It will. She might trick her master into wasting every command seal and then just getting a new one. Mm. So, fighting her head on? My apologies, but I do not believe we could win with just Berserker and Assassin. Damn. They have high they really respect Nobu. I mean they did kind of see her take out all those fighter jets, so you're pretty thick headed, aren't you? Who who is that we're at war with again? Yeah, they did freaking see Nobu take out all those freaking fighter jets. That's crazy. Will deploy Archer once the war comes the mid to the mainland. Fighting against warships and aircraft will have the Demon King fighting to protect this country. It'll be the greatest heroic legend. I knew what sort of person he was, but he really has no concern for concealing magecrafts from the masses. So that's why you wanted the minister gone, not hesitating to make civilian sacrifices, I see. Maybe he became too much of a soldier. Maybe his feelings so desperate that he's throwing away his dignity as a magus, or maybe. And by the way, she's not saying this. She's just thinking this. They're dying for our victory. I feel somewhat bad for the local Magi, but it's not like I ever consider non Magi as humans to begin with. It's pure arrogance. Yeah, bro. Like this dude is arrogant as hell. So that now we clear like he's a psychopath. That's what it is. Like honestly, he should be on the other side. Honestly, like this dude doesn't look like he's not talking like a Japanese at all. Like he should be on the other side. Yeah, this dude is just arrogant. God damn. Oh yeah, one last thing before I forget. I had some of our I had some of our men attack Saber's group today, but it appears they were killed by some other servant. After examining the bodies, we found out that they were cut up real cleanly. My apologies. I will be sure to report our activi- activities more carefully. Do not forget our alliance is merely temporary. It's not easy keeping the Demon King pleased, you know. Until next time. Dude, so I guess this guy is the main freaking villain. We pretty much get pretty much the profile for Izo. Presence concealment, rank B, manslayer. A, eye of the mind, false. C, and still no noble phantasm, but I know what it is. So extra chapter, a walk through the capital. Wait, what? Is this like a bonus thing? What? Is this like a bonus thing? Okay, let's see. There's so many large buildings. Society sure changes a lot after about 80 years. I get what you mean. Though I gotta say, the air here somehow reminds me of my era. You mean Kyoto during the Bakumatsu period? Be careful. In these times, you never know where some lawless samurai might be hiding. Yeah, that doesn't happen anymore. Those of us in the Shinsegumi will be targeted by those sorts of people frequently. It's hard telling them apart from the townspeople. I guess our horrors made us easy to spot. Ah, there's a clothing shop there. Lawless samurai? Well, I doubt we get ambushed by anyone here. And then they did. And wow. Yeah, I think like this is like some bonus thing, like Fuji and her picking trying out new clothes. I see this is made by freezing milk and sugar. Do you like sweets? I bet this would taste great with dango or amitsu. She seems to like it. This looks easy to move in. This feels kind of like a date. What if you filled Daifukumuchi with this? Oh yeah, we got those. It's really good. I have no idea what those are. I would love to go to Japan one of these days. Asserting dominance through tea. See if you used a certain kind of tea leaves. The process, yeah. So this girl, just going on how to make proper tea. I prefer tea back home in in my place. After the fight with the after the fight, oh, awesome, some nice content. Let's go. After the fight with assassin. By the way, these needle has anesthetic mana recovery drugs, among some other things. But I don't feel like explaining. It's my vitamins. Sure, cut it short. Wait, is this like the operation? I know this is hard, but if you can just help me attach these, I can do the rest with Magecraft. So relax a bit. I'm okay. I'll reattach them. Yo, this dude that has the reattachment surgery. That's crazy. First, keep the bone fixed. Then align the tendons and veins. Don't start puking while facing my exposed fingers. Yo, he actually did it. Like, I don't know if I like that. Like, how? I don't think I like that. All right, next chapter. Like, that chapter was all right. We pretty much got the lay of the land when it comes to the actual alliance and how that's gonna work. Which I'm still looking for when they actually betray each other. Honestly, I hope that Shinji character. I hope he has the most horrible death, dude. And it will be awesome if he's killed by a non-mage character. That would be epic. Wait, so she actually does smoke. So she lied to him. Why? Maybe so that he underestimates her. Maybe because she's a woman. So she's trying to act maybe overly womanly, if that's a word. There were no traces of magecraft in that man's cigars. Was he testing me? Assassin, do not call me that. Yo, this man is still tight. Your class just something simple to refer to you as. What? Are you still mad? Yo, he's pissed. What are you talking about? Hey, this man is furious. If I kept going back there, I would have fucking won. I don't know, dude. Honestly, I feel bad for him because the whole time that he was fighting um Okita, she was being boosted. So it's like I feel bad for him. And then she made him retreat using a command spell. Like, wouldn't it? I get why she did it, but she doesn't freaking trust him at all. So it's like that's gonna make there. Well, already he's already attacking her. So, uh, their relationship is not good. Maybe she should have used her command seal and actually boosted him and let him fight. And then if he was actually losing after that, then make him retreat. You were ordered to kill Saber's master, nothing else. Please focus on carrying out your orders. If you're upset, why don't you try cutting my head off with that sword of yours? As long as you don't mind going down as some useless fool who couldn't do his job, that is. Yo, she's actually tough. You can have the alcohol, get some rest, and await your next orders. Damn. You're like you, dude. And she actually and wait, my question is, oh no, he tried kicking her. I thought he used his sword, but no. He tried kicking her, and what did she do? It's not clear. Did she just deflected the kick or did she use some sort of magecraft? Huh. But she didn't even flinch. That's actually pretty interesting. And she's not scared of him at all. Alright, so where are we right now? Imperial Army's Forge Magecraft Division. Okay, this is Shinji's domain. Have you found Saber and their master? Not yet. We still need to investigate the other masters. Do not slack off on the search. What is that? Huh? When the madman runs, any man not mad starts running. Huh. Somebody somebody hanged a banner or wrote it on the wall. I'm not sure if you can see that. Let me show it to you. Where is it? So somebody wrote on the wall like when the madman runs, any mad any any man not mad starts running. That's actually a pretty nice saying. That is freaking true. Like if the crazy dude is running, The people that are not crazy are getting out of there too. Sorry, I have somebody take it down. I Oh, don't worry about it. I don't know whose it is, but it's quite a good quote. Major, I've come to report our special attack aircraft dealt a fatal blow to one of the enemy battleships. Wow, Japan can still win. Please give these to the team that's going out. Cigarettes? Have each man smoke one before they leave. There's some relaxing herb mixed in there. I don't trust this dude. And please tell them this: all of us have nothing but the utmost respect for those of you who give your lives for our country. Go on, become heroic spirits, and protect us. Damn. Like this dude have those guys in the palm of his hands. That's crazy. I can feel the spirit of our troops getting stronger every day. Those war really change people this easily. Does war really change people this easily? When the madman runs, any man that not mad starts running. If we succeed in the cope and take control of the government, oh wait, hold up. If we succeed in the coup, that's cool. I'm tripping. And take control of the government, fighting the war in Japanese soil will become a reality. I'll create a world where Magi stand at the top controlling everything. The army, the demon king, they're all means to make my dream a reality. Only those with power should gain power. Yeah, I'm dying to know who that berserker is. He's probably the the fact they're going out of their way to hide his identity means that he's important, or that he's gonna be important, or who he is gonna be important. Did you see that idiot's naughty face? It was hilarious. And then Izo's just sitting alone, thinking of his fingers. Yeah, that was the most badass scene, dude. It's like you go around chopping up people's body, then you make a fuss over a couple of fingers. That was a dope ass line, bro. Please focus. Yeah, he's remembering what she said. Please focus on carrying out your orders. Do you not like Western liquor? Oh, it's you. Wait, who is this? If you want my report, my master should have told you already. Why, yes, I did in fact receive your report on Saber. So, is this about the Magus? Well, like I said before, didn't seem like she should use any fancy magecraft or anything. She sure wouldn't shut up though. Ah, no, actually, I meant to inquire you about the other one. Huh? Saber's master. He was a weird kid. I don't know what the deal was, but his body kept turning transparent. And The thing he threw at me kept floating around. Hey, don't sit here. Don't be like that. Well, not much else I can say about him, though. Why? Interested in him? Well, yes. Oh, who is this guy? I would appreciate it if you could tell me more. I feel like I've seen this guy somewhere. Hmm. I feel like I've seen this guy somewhere. Okay, that's either another time traveler or the caster servant I furious about because no way in hell you have that much drip. uh, you could if you're freaking rich. Nah, but he is like just like the sunglasses and stuff. I did theorize in one of my other streams that there might be somebody else causing changes because it's weird the way the story changed only after like Okita has been had been Kanata has been had been doing things for a while and the story didn't change. So it's like it was kind of weird the fact that the story changed only after the whole Fuji thing. But again, it all depends on how the writers are handling this whole time travel thing. I don't think that's Caster though. I would appreciate it if you could tell me more. I think there's a better possibility that he's another time traveler. But I don't that would be freaking weird. Like two time travelers in the exact same time at the exact same time and like that would be that would be way too coincidental unless Kanata being brought there was not a coincidence. I mean, the thing about time travel stories is like they're super weird, but as long as everything ties up neatly at the end, then it should be good. Like I can't tell whether they're doing a good job or a bad job with the time travel until they tied everything up at the end. If we have no loose uh if we have no loose plot lines, then they did a good job. If we do have loose plot lines, then they didn't. So it all depends on when it comes to time travel. It all depends how it all wraps up. So they can pretty much do whatever they want now, as long as they wrap it up neatly at the end. Maybe a caster with time travel abilities could be, but that would be freaking OP. And then and then even if it was a caster with time travel abilities, it would be weird because that caster would still have to be summoned there first. So it's not like caster came from the future. So either way, like I don't think if anything, like the fact that he's so cozy with Izo, I think something else is going on. Said my master, blah 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 blah. That might be. You know what? That might not be that might be just the general, the guy that we're talking about, the one that that Shinji sent the cigars to. I think that's him because he said my master should have given you my report on the servants, meaning his master is working for him. So yeah, I think he's actually the commander guy, the colonel that Shinji sent the cigars to. I think that's him. Yeah, I think I'm probably right about that. Yeah, I don't think he's a servant. I honestly don't. But we don't get to see. Yeah, like he doesn't have command seals on either hand, so he's not a master. It's weird. It's super weird. Okay, so Kanata, like they're just hiding in some weird ass little. Yeah, so that's the end of this chapter. So yeah, they're just hiding in some like. Wait, this they're sleeping in the street right now. Like I wonder how the whole surgery went because like if you can see right here, we got Kanata and Fuyumija. Like she's just sleeping on the ground, which they're in a rough spot right now, dude. Uh, yeah. Honestly, this guy, I just think he's the colonel. I don't think he's a servant. And didn't we see Caster? I think we already saw Caster in like in the beginning chapters. I think Caster's master, it's some dude with a white hat. I think we saw him in the chapter that Nobu fought the airplanes. Yeah, I think we already seen Caster. I just don't know who she is. It could have been this guy, maybe. I should go back to that. Let me go back to that. Oh, what time is it? Let me go back to that. Let me see. Yeah, I think we saw Caster in chapter. Let's see. Maybe this one. Mm, let's see. Uh, or the next one. Yeah, I think the next one. It's one of the first chapters. Pretty sure. Let's see. Uh, um, oh, there you go. Yeah, we saw Cast already. Look, let me see if I can show. Let me pass this over. Yeah, I think that's Caster right there, and it's a girl with super long hair. And then this guy's the master. Yep. Yeah, I think we already saw Caster. And that's her right there. I mean, I don't know which one is actually the servant now. But yeah, like I think one of these is Caster. Because they both look badass. But yeah, that dude, I just think he's the commander of the army. It's weird that he's not a servant, that he's not a master. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it for these set of chapters. They were pretty interesting. Um, we pretty much got the lay of the land when it comes uh to the whole alliance. Few things though, that are very important. Number one, Nobu is not aware of the alliance, so when she finds out, I'm theorizing that she's gonna switch sides and probably align with our boy Kanata and Okita. So yeah, that's a major point. She doesn't know. Another major point was that they made it pretty clear that the alliance was temporary. Another thing also is that um, for now, Shinji I think has control of Assassin. So right now, Shinji is controlling three servers: Assassin, Berserker. Well, I'm not sure what they're doing with Berserker, honestly, but he has Assassin, Berserker, and Archer under his control. Uh, it could be Ryder, but she was floating, and I don't like she. I don't know. That could be Ryder. Yeah, it could be, but I thought the whole floating thing, it kind of looked like a caster to me, but that could be Ryder. We don't know yet. If he's the servant, maybe Skoldigger or Maxwell. He looks like scientist type. Uh, I think I've seen him somewhere, but I don't want to look him up because no, I have seen him in one of the FGO. I seen the guy in one of the FGO, like those little trailers that they do where you know, those little PVs that they do before every singularity or every new event. So I think I've seen the guy, but I don't want to know who he is before the story actually tells me who he is. So yeah, but it could be Ryder. That could be Ryder, but I think I'm leaning more towards Caster, and I don't think this guy is a master. I don't think this guy is a servant, to be honest. But right now, dude, that Shinji dude, he's OP as hell right now. He has Berserker, Assassin, and Archer basically under his control, which is crazy. So yeah, like this dude has everything he needs to win at the moment. But it is gonna be funny. Uh, I'm dying to see how they betray each other, cause they will. But I would love for for the Shinji dude to get killed by a non mage. That would be amazing. That's everything I want for this series. For Shinji to die from a non mage. Honestly, you know what? He should die by one of his own soldiers. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he should die by one of his own soldiers. But yeah, like I feel bad, dude, for Kanata Fuji right now. They're sleeping in the street, and she's supposed to be in recovery from like what was it? A pierced lung, five fingers cut off, and I think he pierced her somewhere else. So yeah, like I feel bad for these guys. They're sleeping on the street right now. Oh, dude. Kanata must feel like crap. Like that's actually, in case you guys forgot, that's actually his grandmother sleeping in the freaking street. So he must feel bad. Damn. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. I don't have any theories right now on what's gonna happen next because these were pretty much just setup chapters. We learn who's controlling who. We're still missing. Well, we still don't know who Ryder is. Caster. We saw another servant again. I don't know who she is. It could be Ryder, could be Caster. I think it's Caster. But we're still missing Caster, Ryder, let's see. We got Berserker, we got Archer, we got Saber, we got Assassin. Who are we missing? Oh, Lancer, that's right. And Lancer, we don't know who Lancer is. So we still missing a couple servants, three of them. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. If you enjoy the stream, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. It will really help me out a lot. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you guys in the next one.